Hey, it's Emily Terrell with eXp Realty. I just wanted to spend a few minutes to talk to you guys about what's happening in the market here in the San Antonio area, in Lavernia, and in Floresville. And I wanted to go over just a few trends that I'm seeing as far as days on market and how those trends have actually stayed pretty consistent over the past 3 years. So let's check out some of the information that I was able to pull from our showing service, Showing Time, to just give you a little bit of peace of mind if you're thinking about getting your home back on the market or actually just listing it in general. So let's check out this first screen that I'm going to show you. So on this screen that we're looking at, this is a program called Showing Time. Now we use this program to schedule showings in our San Antonio Board of Realtors. Now, I do have a couple of different graphs up here, but the first one that I'm going to talk about is this one right here. This goes over the average, actually the median days on market for the San Antonio Board of Realtors, so everything in our entire MLS. Now, as you can see, this is a nice, pretty standard curve right here. Now, I did this over the past 3 years, starting in January of 2017. And then as you can see, we go through the summer months of August 2017. Then we're back here in the winter of 2018, summer of 18, winter of 19, summer of 19, and then we're back here in the winter of 2020. Now, as you can see, we've been extremely consistent with our showings with a little bit longer days on market happening in the winter months. As you can see, the peaks here that we're in, and then we've got shorter days on market here in the summer. Now, I did want to assure you that we are following a pretty standard path that we are. Now, we are seeing a little bit more right here, but again, that's very, very consistent with what we've seen on the market over the past 3 years. Now, this a little bit higher is going to be a result of what we have going on right now. It is expected to see a little bit higher, but as you can see, pretty consistent throughout over the past 3 years. Now, in addition to that, in these what I call micro markets that are going to be Floresville and Laverne area, you can see it does pretty closely follow that same pattern. It's a little bit more jagged just because, this is a smaller market. We're talking about significantly less homes. But as you can see, it does follow pretty closely the pattern. We get a little bit out of the ordinary here, but we do follow pretty closely in the pattern. As you can see, Floresville is actually right now coming down and a little bit lower. The median days on market is a little bit lower here, whereas Lavernia is a little bit higher. But again, still very consistent with the entire board of Realtor, entire MLS that we're seeing as far as days on market going through that shift. Now, what that leads me to believe is that we are seeing, people that do sell their homes. As you can see, that also goes with our month supply. So this right here, this one again is going to be our entire MLS. As you can see, over the past 3 years, we have went between our peak of the 4.3 months, but right now we're actually on a low of our entire MLS only has about a 3.2 month supply of homes. So that means if not one more home went on the market right now, then we would actually run out of homes to sell in 3.2 months. And as you can see, a little bit higher than that, Lavernia and Floresville are a little bit higher than that, but they still do have home sales and they are lower than what their peaks have been. So Floresville back in December had a little bit more of a peak there at 4.5 months, and they have been lower in the last couple of months, and we can show that being supported by some other statistics as well. And then Lavernia back in November of 2017 had a peak right there as well. But all of this, even at the highest peak here in this micro market of Lavernia, was below 6 months of inventory. Now, what that's going to show me is that we are still in a seller's market. This right here is a very encouraging downward trend that we're showing here and in Floresville. That means that there are several people looking on the market in these areas, and that people are, they're not putting their homes on the market quite as much as we should see, but there are still people buying. So it is a good time to sell. If it's something you're thinking about, I do recommend reaching out, just because as you can see from some of these statistics, we are having homes that are sold. We are having homes, that are going under contract. As you can see here, our pending sales, which the other two markets are too small, we're not going to be able to see them. But as you can see, our pending sales year over year for the past 3 years, we are on an upward trend. That means that we are showing, 8.5% increase from last month, from February up until March. And we haven't had April's numbers come in because we aren't through with April. But we are seeing that upward trend, just as we would see in in the chart here. We are seeing this. Even our winter months, which were directly affected by this, are higher than what we've seen in the past years of 2019, 2018, and 2017. So we are seeing an upward trend. We are seeing buyers out there looking for homes, and they are purchasing. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope I was able to provide with you some peace of mind while looking at the statistics and the numbers of the homes that are selling and listing in the San Antonio, Livonia, and Floresville markets. If you have any questions or you'd like to sit down with me and talk about getting your home listed, please reach out. Thanks so much and have a great day.
Oh, hey, since you made it this far, it kind of seems like you like my videos. If you wouldn't mind, maybe subscribing right around here. Check out some of the other videos I got going on. I'll talk to you later.